boys and girls, if you have watched your number video, now we are ready to practice writing some numbers. So take out your math workbook or packet. There should be a number 1 at the top because this is the first one we're working on. On the front, there's just some information for your family. It tells them we're going to be working on numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a few days. And there's some activities they can do with you if they'd like to. Then open that workbook or that packet. Turn to your page. There should be an apple right at the top, and you should see a number right there. Say that number out loud if you know what it is. That's the number 2. All right, you're going to take your pencil, and you should have some pinchy fingers near the bottom of your pencil. Let that pencil rest on the back of your hand. And we are going to write the number 2. We're just going to trace over the top of theirs. So we're going to start with the dot, and we've got a poem that says, around and back on the railroad track, 2, 2, 2. So we start at the top where the dot is. We go up, around, down to the bottom, and back. That is the number 2. So they want us to color in 2 boxes. So when I color in my boxes, I always like to mark them first. So I'm going to mark that's 1 and that's 2. That way I don't forget. And I know that I'm just going to color those 2 boxes. So I'm going to go back and forth with my crayon and fill in those spaces. And since I marked them, I know I won't forget and color too many. I'm only going to color those 2. All right, so we've got the number 2, and we colored 2 boxes. And underneath it, there's the word 2. All right, next we're going to put our finger by the sun, and we're going to look at this number. What number is that? I know everybody knows that one. That's 1. So you're going to take your pencil and start at the top and say straight line down, and then we're done. That's the way to make a 1. Just go straight down from the top to the bottom. And how many boxes do you think we should color? Just 1. So mark that 1 box. We always start at the beginning. When we're looking at these are called 5 frames because there's 5 spaces. When we start, we always start at the beginning. So we're going to color the first box at the very beginning. 1 box for the number 1. And I switched colors. If you want to use the same color, you can, but I changed colors on mine. All right, let's move down to the next number. Put your finger right down here. It looks like it's on a leaf. There's that number. We had that just a minute ago. That is the number 2. Put your pencil on the beginning, around and back on the railroad track. 2, 2, 2. And there is the word 2. It starts with a T. So if we have the number 2, they want us to color 2 boxes. So mark 1, 2. And then fill in those spaces with a crayon. 2 boxes for the number 2. All right, our next one, it looks like there's a little flower. What number do you see by that flower? There's that easy one again, 1. Straight line down and then we're done. That's the way to make a 1. Put your pencil at the top, go all the way down and touch the bottom. Since we've got the number 1, we're just going to color in 1 box. The number 1 for 1 box. so on this page we had 2, 1, 2, 1, and your boxes should match that. All right, this is the tricky part. You're gonna pick up that page. You're gonna lift it up and turn it and fold it back. And your page should look like mine. There should be another apple at the top. This is kind of like a little quiz or a little check to make sure we learned those numbers on that first page. All right, what number do we see by the apple? You're right, a 1. So straight line down and then we're done. That's the way to make a 1. Now here's what they want us to do, and we'll do it together. There's the number 1, so they want us to color in 1 box. Then they want us to come down underneath. They've got some dots. They want us to find the one that shows 1 dot. Well, that's easy. It's right there. So you can take your pencil or your crayon, whichever ones you've got, and fill in that empty circle or that empty dot. So we have the number 1. We have 1 box on our 5 frame. We've colored in 1 dot. So does all of this match? Yes. 1, 1, 1. Those are 3 different ways to show the number 1. All right, let's try another one. We're down here by the sunshine. What number do you see, boys and girls? The number 2. Let's say our poem. Around and back on the railroad track. 2, 2, 2. How many spaces do you think we should color in? Yes, 2 of course, because that's the number 2. So 2 boxes. I marked mine so I don't forget, and so I don't mess up and color too many, because it's hard to erase or get rid of those crayon marks. All right, we've got the number 2. We've got 2 boxes. We need to come down under here and fill in the answer under 2. Is that 2? No, that's a 1. Is that 2? Yes. So I'm going to mark my answer. All right, when I check it, 2, 2 boxes, 2 dots. Perfect. All right, here's our last number for the day. See if you can figure it out. Put your finger by that leaf. You see the number 1, straight line down, and then we're done. That's the way to make a 1. Color in the number of boxes you need. I'm not even going to tell you. You know what to do. Check mine. See if yours matches mine. The number 1, 1 box. Come down here and mark your answer. Where do you see 1? Excellent, you did it. So when we check that one, 1, 1, 1. The number 1, 1 box, and 1 dot. Great job in math today, boys and girls. Kiss your brain. All right, make sure you've watched all your videos and done all your work today. If you have, then you are finished for today. If you haven't, you can either go on to the next video, or you can take a break and then come back and do some more work later. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.